So, good morning all. Today we will be seeing about film genres. So, the next slide. So, the genre word actually originated from the French, originally from Latin. It means kind or a class. So, basically it is about categorizing films in different ways based on the category, or we can sometimes even tell about like how the movies can be categorized in different formats, or put in movies in a different genre wise or a different class wise, kind wise. Basically genre is all about two things. One is about marketing and one is for the audience verification. The next slide. So the purpose of the film genre is all about the specific ideas of making movies on specific ways. So when you're looking movies in a specific way or a specific type, for instance, you're liking to watch an action movie, so the movies will have a lot of fight sequences, chases, all those will be we can say kind of lot of moving around, fast moving around, and action sequence in the movie, mostly like science fictions, all Indian commercial movies where we have a lot of actions. So we call it as an action movie. So each movies can be categorized in a different way. So the purpose of it is categorizing film genre is to identify what will be the audience preference first of all. So how the audience prefers to look into a particular movie, or sometime we can say audience like more of romance genre, more of action genre, and based on that you can do the marketing as well. So that is why we categorize. And another perspective is we can say the specific actors opting for specific genres, or specific directors go for the specific genre. Sometimes we can have like any Indian famous directors. Can you mention any one of you? Any famous director right now taking one same genre throughout? Rohit Shetty, as you say, Rohit Shetty, it's all action movies. Action genre is very famous. So like that, we can identify the directors having movies or taking movies in a same genres. Same way actors like heroes or heroines preferring the same kind or a same genre. The next slide. So two specific things. One is the audience and second thing is all about marketing. So marketing a movie is not an easy thing in the right now perspective. Before it was like movies were not available in television unless and until some festival happens, or some big channels purchasing the movie on and releasing it for Diwali or any festival, like that it used to be. Now it is like we have lot of OTT platforms. So what happens is once the movie is released, we have a time gap of like 4 weeks or 5 weeks. After that it is released in the OTT. Sometimes the movie is a failure, it comes earlier to the OTTs. So what happens is marketing has become much easier, we can say, and then it becomes a lot of loss for the lot of promoters or the production company. So what happens is when it comes for genre wise, we can identify the target audiences. For romance category we have 30% of audience. We can say the action 50% of audience. For animated movies we have kids audience. So we can easily categorize the target audience with your genre of the movie. So what happens, the marketing happens also accordingly. So we look into which movies have become very popular in the recent times. Accordingly we do marketing for the particular genre. So this movie is with a big hero, action subject. So as you said, Rohit Shetty is doing a movie with one popular hero, Shah Rukh Khan or someone, or Ranveer Singh. So what happens, their market value. So with keeping them as a market value and the genre as a market value, what happens, you get lot of promotions for that and you sell it for a higher price. So genre is a one thing which helps promoters also to promote the movies and find out the target audience, and they promote the movies based on the genre. The next slide. So as I say, the technological development based on that, previously it used to be like we have only very less number of genres. Now with the advancement of technology and we can say the types of genres have increased, we can say. Can we look into the different types of genre? Next. So we can categorize with these factors in mind and categorize the genre. First is the narrative part. Narrative part, basically how the story is going to be. So if it is a love story, the narrative is a romance. So we can categorize it as a romance. When it comes to the characters, if it is like sometimes based on the hero or the lead, we categorize the genre, what it is going to be. Some heroes do action subjects, some of them do comedy, and some do horror. So it is like based on the characters, we can categorize it. Filming techniques, what kind of filming techniques we are using, based on that we can categorize. There are different format and features how we categorize it. Camera shots, plot and narrative is almost similar. Characteristics and star persona are the similar ones. Film techniques and camera shots are similar ones. Format, features and cinematography, settings and editing style. So based on all these things we categorize it. So basically narratives is the plot, so basically the story. Characters, the hero or who is going to be doing the lead role. Filming techniques or camera shots. For example, when it is a horror movie, what kind of camera shots will be there, do you think? Close-ups, background, then horror movies. Or if it is a comedy movie, what do you think, how it goes about with? What kind of camera shots do you think? Okay, for instance, leave all these things. For instance, if it is a hero introduction or a villain introduction, how it goes? Close-up. No, for hero we never have a close-up actually. How it goes? Fighting sequence, entry song. It used to be like a low angle, right? Always when you introduce a hero or a villain, it will be like a low angle. So so the low angle, so to show how strong, how masculine, how powerful he is. So the action sequence, how we are taking it based on that. So the format, features and cinematography, camera shots all comes together. So how you are doing your editing techniques, camera techniques all form the similar kind of category, we can say. The next. So these are the common genres or types we bring into the genres. Okay, the first one is action. Action, as you all know how the action movies happen, all the stunts and everything in the movie. Comedy is the one thing, it's becoming very popular right now. And especially it is becoming comedy, horror is becoming very popular in the recent times. We are having Bhool Bhulaiyaa 1, 2 and 3. So it is like 3, 1 and 2. So it is like comedy genre has become very famous in recent past, and horror movie. So comedy horror is becoming a very famous trend right now. Drama and romance. What do you think the difference between the drama and the romance? Drama will be like the movie will be a bit slower yeah. So it will be like a family story where you have kind of stereotyping family, you have hero, heroine, all that it will be there. Romance is like where you have proper love story, where you have hero, heroine and all these things. Adventure is about, So what do you think about adventure? Paradise. Okay, adventure is like you are going and trying to find out new places, or you're trying to explore things, like those kind of scripts. Fantasy is like, you can say even Bahubali is a kind of fantasy. So it is like how they exaggerated. Fantasy is all about kind of how we are exaggerating the movie or fantasizing, where we discuss about the author theory, where the director's imagination we are bringing in, fantasy comes in. So you imagine there is a beautiful waterfall and there is a whole village nearby that. So fantasy is all about how the director have a different kind of imagination and bringing into the picture. Thriller, horror, almost thriller is about like how you have suspense movies and everything. Historical is all about your what kings, kingdoms, all those movies and everything. Yeah, Padmavat, Chava, everything. So musical is like Indian movies are mostly into musical more and less. When you watch all Hollywood movies, you will not have songs in the movies. But when it comes for Indian movies, we'll always give more importance for music and then rest. So all movies definitely should have 3 or 4 songs and everything. So musical movies, we have beginning of the once the sound system started in the beginning after the silent era, there were all the movies even in the Hollywood had lot of songs in it. Later point of time, the evolution and everything, we have less number of musical movies. Science fiction is all about how technological development and you have imagination in the science fiction. So science fiction is all about technological development and the video is recording. If you're talking, it will break. So the science fiction is all about where you have technological development and we are showcasing about the technological development and how the future is going to be. So science fiction. Biography also become a recent past very popular in Bollywood cinema where we have a lot of biopics about lot of very popular persons. We have all their story with a little mix of what to tell, commercial touch in that. All biographies not exactly we have. Gandhiji's also we have Gandhi's different kind of, there are different what to tell, lot of movies we have biopictures, not one. We have at least 5 or 6 yeah, MS Dhoni is also a biopic where you don't have exactly what their life story is, where you have a little bit of change. Hybrid genre is the one thing which is becoming very popular in the recent time where together as we have comedy and horror, not just one genre, we combine genres together. So comedy, horror, drama and romance like that. So the next slide. Yeah, you can see the action. So action sequence and violence more, we call it as an action. Next one. Comedy, the best example for comedy movies is Charlie Chaplin. Yeah. Horror, I think you all would have watched the movie. Yes. So drama, I think you wouldn't have watched this movie. Okay. Focus of most of drama is always about more into emotion feelings. It's a kind of roller coaster ride of emotions when you watch a movie. It is a drama. Yeah, love stories, focusing on the hero, heroine and the plot of love story, their love story. Adventure, Jumanji. So where you try to explore new places and you have adventure, all that we call it as adventure movies. Next. Fantasy. Yeah, Lord of Rings is one good example, Hobbit and even Bahubali comes under fantasy. Thriller. So thriller is like most, not like horror, it is a suspense movie where you have crime, investigation, all comes under thriller. Next. So historical movie based on real events, kings, kingdoms, all will come under historical movies. Yeah, musical movie, I said Indian cinema have given more preference for music, but then in Hollywood as well we have a lot of movies. This is one kind of an example. Science fiction. So I think you would have watched both of these movies. Yes, next. Yeah. Next one, hybrid. So it is like a kind of comedy plus action, this movie is. So we have combined genres, we call it as hybrid movies. Yes. Thank you.